Hello everyone, this is Buggy the Goat again. Today we are gonna do a very request video, which is gonna be ghost tier lists. So I'll thank you all for my Patreons for being supporting me in the Patreon page. Of course, all my socials are down below. If you're not in the Discord, please step by. We have a really good community growing, and we are here to help you. Of course, if you need some help, get in. All right, let's start with the video though. So this is gonna be a ghost tier list video, as I said, but a ghost tier list video is not something so simple, because let's say X ghost is good for a team, and it's not gonna be good for the other team. For an example, and W ghost is gonna be good for that team and not good for the first one. But I will explain a little bit better, and I will get a little bit more into it. Okay, so in this drawing we have uh, um, some of my own drawings in paint. Of course, I don't know how to draw, okay guys, so don't joke about it, or joke you guys call it, okay? But we will have turtle, we will have the star comp, which is one of each faction. We have this one, Akainu Aokichi, this is gonna be a cleave, and this one is gonna be like one faction only, okay? So let's start with turtle. So with turtle, actually, we are gonna have Gale Ghost. Let me see where Gale is. So Gale is here. So you wanna go first, so you can apply your buffs, your damage mitigation skills, and all that jazz first. Then your opponent, so you can mitigate the incoming damage that will be. Because Turtle is gonna play for the mid fight and not for the early fights, of course. You wanna also run the Pumpkin Ghost. You wanna run the Shield Ghost as well. Uh, where is it? The Shield Ghost as well. All right. And then you can run a Romantic Ghost. Uh, or let me see, Purify. So 4 or 5 ghosts, very, very good for the turtle comp. Is going to be Gale in first, which should be always the first one. And then it's going to be Shield, Pumpkin, Romantic, and Purify. So Onigashima Ghost is going to be a premium tier ghost, which is not available for everyone. For now, just Wano had this. Just Wano had this ghost. Okay, so I don't really have a clue when it will come back, so I'm really sorry. I don't have access to that information. But if you have Onigashima, for sure, use it. It's a premium ghost. It's a really triple S tier ghost. Um, but yeah, for turtle, that's it. But that's about the orange ghosts, of course. I will talk about the other ones a little bit later on, because they are pretty much really good for everyone. So if you start having like tier 3 ghosts on orange, or some tier 2s are actually really good as well, like Shield Ghost. I would even run Shield Ghost. Romantic is really good as well, because you will get revive. Of course, it's also affected by revive ban, okay, but it's still very, very good. Purify as well. If you don't have any dispeller or cleanser, um, it can be really good against those heavy CC comps, you know. Let's go with the one faction comp. So for one faction comp, we're gonna have uh at least like 3 or 4 that I wanna talk about. So let's talk first about Strauss. So Strauss, you wanna run the Ravage Ghost, which is gonna attack all enemies, of course, with a lot of damage. It's gonna increase the damage by each layer of blood loss or major blood loss on that target, okay? And it will inflict an extra stun if there is any target over 3 layers. So if anyone doesn't know how blood loss or major blood loss works, they will stack. So let's say Robin makes an AoE and puts some blood loss, and then gives the shield and someone attacks. So let's say I got 1 layer by Robin's AoE. and then I'm gonna attack someone, and they have the shield that Robin gives. It's gonna give me one more layer. Then Luffy will attack that guy. It's gonna have 3 layers, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, so they will stack, and if they have more than 3 layers, they are gonna get stunned. Okay, it's a guarantee stun. It's 100% stun. So this is really good. Um, Straw Hats miss some CC, so this is really good. Not as a first ghost, but second ghost is gonna be amazing. Okay, you will have also the shield ghost, which would be very good, very good for Straw Hats. Gale ghost also very good. Onigashima we already talked about. We don't need to talk about that anymore. So it's gonna be premium ghost for every single comp. Okay. Pumpkin really good as well. The Harvest Ghost is not so much. I will explain the usage for Harvest Ghost uh, a little bit later, okay? But so Ravage is gonna be triple S tier on Straw Hats. Shield Ghost, Shield Ghost is gonna be amazing. Pumpkin Ghost is gonna be amazing. Romantic Ghost is gonna be amazing. Purify, Gale, and Onigashima, of course. Those are the ones that I think that are the better ones, of course. Still, I would use Ravage, Gale, Onigashima if I had. If I didn't, Shield, Pumpkin, and sometimes Romantic or Purify, depending on my needs, okay? If I need someone that can cleanse debuffs, I would go with Purify. If I need like a ghost that can revive me, I would go with the Romantic, of course. But that's all about that for Straw Hats. Straw Hats are gonna love this one as well. The Threat Ghost. Actually, the only two teams that can run Threat. It's not that can run, okay, but that should run Threat Ghost is gonna be any boss team. So if you go to a boss team, you should use it, okay? No problem. Use it. It's gonna bring more damage to the boss. And Straw teams. No other team, okay? I wouldn't use it. There's better ghosts for the other teams, but this one is gonna be amazing for Straw Hats because it's gonna be inflict a layer of blood loss or major blood loss, of course. Actually, it's just major blood loss, which is gonna be amazing, and at a 70% chance, up to 3 targets. Okay, so major blood loss, if you don't know, it's 7% of max HP attack, but of the owner. So the owner is gonna be Perona, of course, which you're gonna upgrade her in here. So her HP at the moment is 50k or 51k. Let's do 51k times 0.07, and then we will have 3.57. So it's gonna be a tick for 3.57k. Might not seem too much, but that's because my Perona is only level 30, okay? So my Perona is low level. You're gonna have a higher level Perona, she will have better stats, okay? But it's still damage, it's still counting. It counts for extra layer as well. And every little damage counts, alright, boys? Let's talk about imps. Just a second. Okay, so amps are gonna love this one as well. The yeah, the curse goes because amps. This one will inflict delayed damage on all enemies for 2 rounds. It's gonna give a reduction of crit rate of 2 enemies with the highest attack by 13%, which is gonna be a lot. And it's also increasing attack of 2 allies and also magical damage. Okay, it will last 2 rounds as well. So Curse goes really good for Emperor teams. And it's actually really good as well for bosses because even if you don't care about the delay damage on your team, it's still gonna reduce the crit rate of the boss. It's gonna increase attack from your team, and it's gonna have a delayed damage dot on the boss. So very very good for bosses. If not for bosses, go for the Emperor team that he will use delayed damage, of course, like BB, Kata, Luffy, okay, even Burgess, really really good. But that's about it for the imps. So every single other option, of course, but you can run Cursed Ghost as well. About champs is about the same thing. So Onigashima, Gale, um, Gale, Pumpkin, where shields. So shields. So those are the best fours. Onigashima, Gale, Shield, Pumpkin, and then it's gonna be Romantic and Purify on the fifth slot that you're gonna change or not, depending if you have Onigashima or not. Of course, on a champ team. Anyways, uh, let's talk about the purple ones. So purple ones are gonna be really really easy to level up. You're gonna get a lot of purples before you get any of the orange ones to level 3, which is gonna be like a threshold for ghosts to be really good. Okay, so this one is gonna be amazing. This one is gonna be amazing, and this one is gonna be amazing as well. Like I said, this one is also amazing for straw hats. So every single purple ghost is gonna be really good. Don't underestimate it. Okay. I would just use this for boss if I'm not a Straw Hat team, of course, but all the others have their usage. So, for example, Sluggish and Ghost. If you don't have Gale, you should use it on your first slot because it has chance to reduce target speed, and if they are already slowed, of course, it can increase the chance to be sluggish. So, see, it's gonna attack up to 3 random enemies with a 30% chance to inflict slow and reduce speed by 10%. Last 2 rounds. There's also a 25% chance to inflict sluggish on unit under speed down for 1 round. So if they are slowed, of course, alright? So this is a really good one to use on the first slot to slow enemies, of course. And if you run Ace, it can already stun them as well. Motivating Ghost is the best purple ghost by far. It's gonna defensive at least, okay? Defensive. It's gonna heal 3 allies with the lowest HP by 60% of course of Perona's HP plus 6% of target's HP. It's gonna increase critical resistance, damage reduce, and it lasts 2 rounds of course. And if the target is already below 30% HP, it's gonna have a 50% increase on the heal that it gives, okay? So really good goes for mitigating damage. Really, really good one. Max it. You will use it. I am sure. I am sure that you will use it. Only if you are in the late game, you will not care about motivating ghosts. But if you're not using level 3 ghosts, use motivating level 5. Please. It's a lifesaver. I love it. You should as well. This mitigates so much damage and heals like a little bit as well. So 6% of target's HP, also 60% of Perona's max HP. Okay, this one, is gonna do actually a good amount of damage. Okay, it's gonna actually do a really really good amount of damage. It's actually very very good for bosses as well. Okay, um, and it's also heal the lowest HP ally by 100% of the damage you do. So also very very good. Very good in PvP, very good in PvE, and very good for bosses. You cannot go wrong with Lifesteal Ghosts. You cannot. Good damage, good heals, and very good for bosses. So all purple ghosts are very good, guys. Okay, like I said, Threat Ghost as a niche use, especially for Straw Hats and bosses, and that's it. But on Straw Hats is really important ghost to have if you don't have the Ravage Ghost, and also for bosses, very very good. The Twak Ghost, it's okay. Like it's nothing too crazy. Like I wouldn't upgrade it, but if you don't have any source of CC in your team and you don't have any sluggish ghost, you can still use it, but it's not too good. It's at least I wouldn't level up because you actually use resources by leveling up your ghosts, okay? So Naughty Ghost, this one is a really interesting one because if you don't have any source of Pierce in your team, this one can actually be okay. So it's gonna be doing okay damage, a 21% chance to inflict pierce, and it will reduce defense by 10%, lasting 2 rounds. It's an okay ghost. You will do more damage with it. It's nothing too crazy, okay? Don't go say, okay, Buggy, this ghost sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It has some uses. It's not too good, but it's not bad as well. So it's gonna be mediocre at best, alright? Encouraging Ghost is actually gonna be really good for bosses as well. If you don't have any attack buffer that's gonna increase the crit rate, this one is gonna be really good for amplifying the damage that your highest attack member will do on bosses and bosses alone. I wouldn't use it for PvP. I wouldn't use it for PvE. All right, I would only use it for bosses. So 13% crit rate is actually a good amount, okay, guys? Is actually really good, and it will last 2 rounds, not just one. So if you don't have like a single coup or Perona, something that gives crit, like even Tsuru gives crit, you might have to use this one at least for bosses to do a little bit more damage. Like extra crit rate won't hurt, right, guys? Healing Ghost, I don't actually like this one. I would not advise you to use this one. It's really meh, really meh. I would actually run just Lysil level 1 or motivating level 1 instead of this level 5. So this one is like the most useless one that I can see being on the almanac. Okay. And Toxic Ghost. So Toxic Ghost has actually uses on bosses. It's gonna reduce attack from the enemies, and it also has a 5% chance to poison. Okay, you can say Buggy, it's just a 5% chance. That sucks. Yeah, 5% chance is not a lot. It's not, trust me. But there's a chance. If there's a chance, take it. And it's also gonna reduce the attack by 15%, and that's guaranteed, okay? That's actually guaranteed. You're reducing the boss attack damage by 15%. So that 5% chance to inflict poison is just an extra. It can save you sometimes. It can save you sometimes. And I guess this is all about it. Just a resume. So let's put on tier list. Of course, this is just a general tier list. If you haven't watched the full video, please go back and watch it because I talk about the comp. So Onigashima S, Gale Ghost S, um, Shield Ghost S, Pumpkin Ghost S, Romantic Ghost S, and Ravage is gonna be S minus because it's situational. Okay, so only Straw Hats and bosses. Okay, very good for Straw Hats nonetheless. S for Straw Hats for sure. This one, S minus, same as Ravage, situational. S for Emperor teams and S for bosses. I wouldn't use it outside of there, just like I wouldn't use Ravage Ghosts. Also, I didn't talk about this one, I forgot, and I will talk about now. So this one is really good for bosses. Amazing, amazing. It's a nuke is a lot of damage. 1,000% attack plus 10% of target's HP, okay? And it will ignore 20% of target's damage. So this one is gonna be amazing. Bro, it's legit unreal for bosses. Unreal. I don't have in any account Harvest Ghost. I would love to have. Because this one is amazing for bosses. I can't stress enough about this, but this one is, oh man, so good, so good. Okay, so good. Bosses, use it if you have. Use it 100%. Purify, really situational. Very good against control teams. Okay, amazing. I will say one situation that you want to run this always. Impel down Supernova's teams, okay, guys? If you have Purify Ghosts, Impel down Supernova teams, use this. Please. It will help a lot, okay? But it's S minus because it's situational, okay, guys? Just like Ravage, which is gonna be amazing for Straws, and Cursed, amazing for Amps, okay? All the purples are gonna be S, besides this one, which is gonna be S minus as well, because it's situational, of course. The blue ones, this one is gonna be A. This one, Naughty Goats, is gonna be like an A plus. It has some usage. Encouraging Ghosts is actually gonna be A plus for bosses. Okay. This one is gonna be really bad. Goes to C tier, or B tier for bad, and Toxic Ghost is gonna be A tier as well. So there's no S tiers on the blue ones. Blue ones are just filling the job. But Purple Ghost is really good, and obviously all the orange ghosts are good. Okay, guys, all of them are good. Some more situational than others. Sorry, hiccups. Some more situational than others, but they are all very good. So it just depends on your team, and that's about it. Okay. So if you have any questions, make sure to hit the section down below on the comments. Give me some comments on the or some feedbacks on what you would want to see next on the channel. Any other tips that you would love me, other content to do, of course. And as always, I'm loving your support from everyone. You guys have been so kind to me. I am loving doing create for all this new community that we are creating together. It's not just me, like people in my Discord know, like I say them that I'm not the boss of my community. Like we all are. I'm building a community for everyone. It's not just for me. Even myself, I learn stuff every day. I don't know everything, guys, okay? But I am trying to know the best that I can so I can help people. And that's it. But I am not more than anyone, nor do I know everything, okay, guys? I'm really being honest with you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy my ghost tier list. Make sure to hit the like button, make some comments if you have. If not, join the Discord if you have any more questions about the ghosts. We will gladly help you guys, okay? This is gonna be Buggy the Goat going out now. I'm gonna stream on Twitch every single day. Make sure you step by there. Have a good day. Peace out.